Hey there guys, and welcome to TerraTech. If you guys remember, if you've seen my channel before, you should remember that a little while ago I did a video on the demo of this game, basically saying that it will be on sale, I'll get it then, which I did get. And I've actually been streaming it quite a bit. I was going to say, I don't actually know where I was meant to be going here. Okay. So I just wanted to show you, this is the current game I have with my stream. This is the current world I have. And I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of how the more advanced features of TerraTech work. I gotta admit, I'm learning them as I go along. There were things that are in this game that I didn't initially realize existed, such as invasions. So it's all good. Right. Give me a second, guys. I will begin talking in a minute. It's just I'm more worried about the enemy, the massive enemy in the distance. Maybe I don't have to be. Maybe that's good. So when you start TerraTech, you're tasked with, you are a very small, what they call a tech, and I can't attach that in. There we are. Yes, you are a very small, what they call a tech, and a tech is basically any vehicle that is in TerraTech. Get on there, you. This gun here isn't going to fire, so I'm gonna have to put it there. I'll move them up a bit. And you're tasked with rebuilding this. This is your pseudo base, let's call it, your main operating base. And you start off with the solar power generator and the healing bubble, the repair bubble. And then you get things such as the conveyors, the receivers, the tractor beams, the block converter, and the refinery. And what this allows you to do, this setup here, so I can put blocks onto this receiver. They go into the refinery, and then if they can be put into the block fabricator with another block, then... Oh, I didn't actually realize it saves your... It actually saves the recipes for you. Oh, that's nice. I wish I'd known that sooner. But yes, if it can go in with an existing block, so these blocks couldn't go into with a blue, shiny blue. But if it could, it would create a piece of tech. So this is how these wheels have been created. I think it's how one of these tractor beams are created. It's how most of my tech was actually built. A lot of the weapons I got from destroying techs like this guy over here, who I'm going to have to go fight, but he has mortar, so I have to be very careful. And, well, where else? I can't remember. You know what? I really need a radar, so unless there's a radar automatically attached to this, which there doesn't appear to be, I think I'm going to make one. So, let's see if we can find those recipes. So I need, a shard and a grey refined ingot. So I'm going to move this into here so it gets... Oh. I meant to put it into the delivery cannon so it got launched. Oh well, it doesn't particularly matter. Unfortunately, the nearest green shards are behind this guy, so I'm going to have to kill him. My sentry gun's firing on him as well, so this is actually a really bad spot for him to be. There we are. Unfortunately for me, that did actually destroy a lot of my weapons and things. You can see a lot of my tech is actually missing now. There we are. So yeah, that came at a considerable cost to myself. But I got another one of these. And these mortar cannons make everything like so worth it. Almost incredibly worth it. Because they are so powerful. Trying to see what other guns this guy had. Right. So he had one of these, which I think I actually lost mine. He actually had 2 of these. I'll put one there. What's this? It's another laser. So we're going to do this. Put that there. And then what we're going to do is drive through our healing bubble. Now you can see in the top left there's a currency. There's a cannon here, delivery cannon. And if I put, say, this in there, the conveyors usually do this automatically. It's because I've got a conveyor here for some reason that it doesn't. But when I launch things into atmosphere using the delivery cannon, my budget goes up. I don't think I actually did then. Let me just check that. So we'll launch another one. These are almost useless materials, so I don't mind doing it. Yeah, you just saw it go up then. So every time I launch something using delivery cannon, it gives me money. And you can use this payload terminal to buy blocks and buy pre-constructed techs. What I find is that the pre-constructed techs are massively overpriced. You can buy most of these, most of the starter blocks for these for far cheaper. So the sentry gun, for example, I actually made mine. I didn't buy this because it works out cheaper to make it from blocks than it does to buy it. You got all different blocks of Venture, Geocorp, and special ones. Most of my blocks are GSO. And yeah, I'm looking for a power generator. That's what I could really use right now. Power generator is 4,000. So I'm way off getting that. I have a second bubble shield, I just don't have the generator. I thought if I put a bubble shield on my turret, it would produce its own bubble shield. But apparently that doesn't work. Again, I must admit that this game is in early access, but if you guys do want to check it out, the link to the Steam store page is in the description below. It is really, really fun. You find it a little bit addicting, I have to admit. Who's this guy over here that I keep seeing the red tab? Oh. A collector. There we are. At next to no cost to myself. Now we're going to make a radar, just to show you guys the crafting. Right. So I'm going to pick up these shards in my tractor beam. This is actually really fiddly. Again, it's in early access, so they might improve it later on. But for now, it's kind of fiddly. It's more a thing of later on you can actually build AI techs, as you probably saw from the payload terminal. You can build AI techs that will do most of this stuff for you. So you can, if you go around and blow things up, they will collect whatever you get and harvest it. Shit, I didn't actually want to do that. Go into the delivery cannon. There we are. And then I'm going to get a grey block. And there's one here, coincidentally. We're going to move it to my refinery. You can do this all on the receiver, by the way. And then that should create a radar. And the radar gives me a HUD. I'm going to put the radar in a slightly safer place. There we are. So what does the HUD show me? So the HUD shows me enemies, it shows me where my base is, and it also shows me where points of interest are. So I think the blue arrow in the top left of the radar there is a point of interest. I want any guns he had, particularly. Doesn't look like he did have any. He destroyed like 2 of mine. Oh well. You do have to get used to, in this game, things get destroyed quite frequently. Oh, that's what this is. This is a... So that little blimp is a part of a base. So I destroyed someone who had another tech, an enemy tech, who had a refinery on him. And I can now bring this refinery back home and attach it to my base. And now I can have 2 refineries if I so wish. Was that another tech then I saw, or was it just grey block? No, it was just grey block. There's also another thing in this game, which I'm not going to demonstrate for you. I've just realised I lost my other... I don't know where I lost it. I lost my second mortar. That's upsetting. There's another thing in this game which I'm not going to demonstrate purely for the fact of they are actually quite difficult. Here's my thing, I bet. Yeah, they are actually quite difficult, and that is the... I just had that then, didn't I? There we are. And that is invasions. So in this game there are things known as invasions, whereas if you travel to a particular part of the map... I've encountered one over here, one over here. I think they're just in random parts of the map. It will just cause an encounter to occur, an invasion. And it will give you a warning, it will give you a minute timer. And within that, and after that minute, a tech will appear that is extremely powerful. If you can kill this tech, then you get most of the blocks from his body back. That's actually how I got my first mortar. Some of these invasions are easier than the others. One of the invasions I fought was basically against a farming tech, and he didn't put up much of a fight even though he had some heavy duty weaponry. He was quite weak because his blocks were quite weak. But yeah, this is TerraTech, guys. So you can go around the world. You can basically blow up all of the trees you want. You farm resources. There are plentiful resources in the game. There are tons of resources. There's blue gems, red gems, black, grey rocks, red rocks, gold. There's a bunch of things to do in this game that need exploring. What I've begun to do on stream is actually write... I gotta admit, I didn't know that this list of... It's not going to appear now, is it? That this list of stuff actually existed. So I was writing it down myself. And that's what I was doing on stream, basically collecting every resource in the game and then seeing what they created together and writing them down on the list. Now I know I don't have to write them down on the list. That is still what I'm going to end up doing on stream. I'm going to kill this guy just for the fun. There we are. So you have any weapons worth taking? It's tractor beam. No, he did not. What was that I saw over here then? Did I see anything in particular? I think that was just my weapons. If you do want to see something cool, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there is a... Yes, there's a flying tech over here. So these were newly added to the game recently. Not hugely ago, but recently. It looks like you might be able to take control of it. So I've got to pick up the cab and attach it onto this tech to fly it. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Because my cab is right at the bottom of my tech. I shielded it quite... It's right beneath this block. So I've shielded it quite well. But yeah, this is a flying tech. As I said, these are kind of newly added to the game. They... All throughout this area, there are techs which fly. And if you manage to destroy them... I'm trying to get this guy. The mortars aren't particularly... Oh god, going downhill is a bad idea for me. Let's see if I can bring him downhill. Right. There we are. There should be a targeting system for the mortars, in all honesty, but it's not. It's not something that particularly needs to exist. And guys, that is TerraTech. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it's short and sweet, but that's the way I like to keep it. If you want to see more TerraTech, keep an eye on my Twitch stream, guys. It will be there. If and when new features get added to this game, I will likely cover it up until a point. There may be features that are added to this game that either are, in all honesty, not worth a video, or I do not simply believe they add enough to the game just yet, or they may be buggy and I don't want to show the extreme buggy gameplay. Other than that, I will do videos on TerraTech. There's a thing over here. It has nothing on it. God damn it. Yes, other than that, I will be doing I will do TerraTech when a new update is released. Again, if the terms are met, as I've already said. Right, I'm trying to find my way back to my bubble so I can end the video. I think it's over here somewhere. Yep, I see it. I'll have to go through the trees, I think. There we are. And then we can put them all onto the receiver. See, in all honesty, this conveyor shouldn't exist. And then we can pop the rest of the wood on there. The little piece of sap that could. Anyways, guys, this has been TerraTech. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, leave a like rating for the video. I really enjoy this game, and I can't wait to do more content on it. Again, I stream it quite often, especially now that my college time is over. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Adios, mi amigos. Go.